It's a matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Fred, lady.
On first down, this is Adams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, it's Adams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak for the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Adams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 48.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Here's Darnold. Finding Green complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Darnold. It's caught here by Adams. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down and goal to go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Jets nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Check 52, 25, check 25, check 25.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They come out here in the eye. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon one. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Watch the twist.
On second down, Dobbins. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now Darnold. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike spoke forward. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now here's Mahomes into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 39-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the slant. 49's the mic. Hey, 80.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They start the second half here with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. That's a line.
Rip left. Check 4.
15.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 57 to Mike. 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Yellow. Line. 15.
Hey, I got him. Let's go.
Yellow.
57 to Mike. Watch 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold letting one go. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Wide, get wide. Under 10, under 10.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Yellow. 180.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yellow. Attack.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady.
Coming up, here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see.
Through an opening, and there. And he brings this one back. It's up. Well, we know this defense has athletic. That's right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken very short. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 9, check 9.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Next to score, Chiefs 35, Jets 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. 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 Motion. Spy.
Now it's Darnold. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Switch up.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Noodle's got it. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He's got Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Green brings it in, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A looming decision to make on the conversion. Down 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. His throw caught right around the 6. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
44 is the mic. 40. Hey, Charlie. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Frank Clark. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines are telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
On first down, Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53. Mike 53.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Top dog. 15. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. 65.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now the throw hauled in by Green. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
To the air again, Darnold. Finding Green complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
And certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
You can't block me.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go to Adams, trying to pound it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from a yard out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 34. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 23. Check 24. Check 24.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And Anderson's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here we go.
Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike spoke well.
Man, 80.
44. Mike, 44.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Hey, exit.
Darnold now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at his 4. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down with Cannon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
44 is the mic. 44 is mine. Check, check. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He couldn't hook up with Anunwa that time. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
He's checking crap. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check three, check three.
Yellow, yellow.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Yellow. That's a line.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Yellow.
I'm coming for you. You might. Slam.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Attack.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied. Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get